and some Thanksgiving events, most games held off on launching big updates, but we do have some news, and the first piece of news we'll take a look at this week has to do with Night Age. The update originally announced last week on November 15th, officially launched on November 20th, which increased the game's level cap to 42 from 35. The update also added several legendary weapons to the game, 2 new mounts, a new incense dungeon, and much more. It's really the first big update to the game since it launched into open beta sometime in late August. Now up until the 27th of November, players get 10 times experience, so reaching the new level cap shouldn't be too difficult this week. Next up, also on November 20th, another update from JoyMax, this time regarding Digimon Masters Online. Not a huge update, as the update only added a single new Digimon to the game, Omnimon. It was only obtainable by fusing Agumon and Gabumon through the new Jogger system. As mentioned last week, JoyMax is running a promo until November 27th, where everyone gets 10 times experience in all of their games, so leveling should be quite easy up until the 27th. And what sort of sucks about Digimon Masters Online is that the game only has a handful of the literally 800 plus Digimon that exist in the entire Digimon universe. I bet the Korean version of the game has way more, but new Digimon are still being added regularly. Up next, on November 22nd this time, TQ Digital came out and announced that as of November 22nd, Absolute Force Online, or AFO for short, officially dropped its IP restrictions, making the game available to anyone, anywhere. The game officially launched into closed beta earlier last week on November 14th, but many users apparently complained that they couldn't actually get into the game. Luckily, that's not an issue anymore. Still no official roadmap on when open beta is set to begin, though. Having one service for both North American and European users, as well as the rest of the world, is probably the best way to get the biggest player base concentrated on a single server at once. I'm surprised more games don't actually do that. The next and last bit of news is on November 23rd from TQ Digital. The news is that the 2D martial arts themed MMORPG Conquer Online officially launched its new large-scale PvP system called the War of Faith. Periodically, battle takes place server-wide. Players can choose a faction to fight for, and after choosing a side, players can pretty much hunt down and kill members of the opposing faction anywhere in the game world. I guess the one unique aspect of this is that the battle actually takes place in the actual game world, not a separate PvP designated area. And despite being an older title, Conquer Online still remains quite popular. Well, that's it for my news, but as for games coming soon, we have nothing to look at, but as for games that recently launched, we have one big title to look at, and that's PlanetSide 2 from Sony Online Entertainment, which officially launched on November 20th. It's by far the biggest game launch in the last few months, and is the highly anticipated sequel to the original PlanetSide game, which launched back in 2003. What makes PlanetSide 2 different from other MMO shooters is that it's actually a persistent MMO shooter, meaning all of the action takes place on one enormous persistent battlefield with thousands of players in a single area, well, with up to 1,000 players. One annoying thing about the game, though, is that earning certificate points to unlock new weapons, skills, and vehicles can actually take an exceptionally long time, but paying users can get these bonuses right away. But it's not a big deal, though, as the game is still incredibly fun. Hopefully, though, they do make earning certificate points a bit faster. And anyway, guys, that's it for MMO news and announcements the week ending November 25th, 2012. And if you want to read about or learn more about any news mentioned in this video, simply head on over to MMOHut.com/news. And if you want to discuss any of this video, simply head on over to MMOHut.com/forums. Anyway, guys, this is Omer, signing off.